Whispers in the Stone, Unveiling the Haunted Hideout. My closest companion, Jack, and I shared an unspoken bond that led us to discover our secret sanctuaries, hidden from the prying eyes of the world. These havens, whether tucked away in a schoolyard corner or at the nearby skate park, served as our refuge when the pressures of grown-ups and the demands of siblings became overwhelming. Over the years, our havens evolved from corners in schoolyards to a cherished treehouse nestled in Jack's backyard. Yet, when Jack's younger brother invaded our cherished retreat, we sought refuge in the woods, armed with comics, flashlights, and an insatiable desire for solitude. Our beloved treehouse gradually lost its allure, occupied more frequently by Jack's brother and his friends. Despite our protests, Jack's mother declared us too old for such escapades, forcing us to search for a new hideout. Determined, we ventured deeper into the woods, hoping to recreate the magic of our lost sanctuary. However, our attempts fell short, leaving us disappointed. An unexpected turn of events occurred when my mother sent us into the woods the next day to walk our dog, Elmer. Fueled by the desire to find a new hideout, we ventured farther than ever before. Elmer, however, seemed uninterested in our quest, often darting off without waiting for our judgment of potential hideout spots. On one such occasion, Elmer failed to return, prompting a frantic search. Panic set in, and my mother reassured me that Elmer had a history of such escapades and would likely return. As Jack and I continued our search into the twilight, guided by flashlights, we stumbled upon Elmer in front of a small stone building, barking at an unseen presence. Connecting the leash to Elmer's collar, we prepared to leave but couldn't help but marvel at the discovery of a potential new hideout. The following day, armed with flashlights, phones, and batteries, we revisited the stone building, a singular structure with a creaking metal door, corrugated iron roof, and no windows. The treehouse became a distant memory as we transformed the stone building into our secret sanctuary. Days turned into nights, and the hideout became an integral part of our routine, especially during the calming sound of raindrops on the iron roof. One fateful day, as rain and wind howled outside, Jack and I found ourselves listening to music, lazily lying on cushions with neglected schoolwork in the corner. When my phone died, leaving us without music, Jack hummed a tune to fill the void. Suddenly, the door creaked, and the air in the room shifted. We exchanged uneasy glances, but I dismissed it as a mere trick of the wind. Our complacency shattered when footsteps echoed around the building, causing a ripple of fear. The once inviting atmosphere turned ominous. Despite the pouring rain and our remote location, footsteps circled the building, culminating in the door violently swinging open, unleashing the storm's fury upon us. Jack's scream echoed our shared terror as we stared into the darkness, our sanctuary invaded by an unseen presence. The running footsteps ceased, leaving us paralyzed with fear until we realized that we were alone once more. Summoning our courage, I closed the door, and we hastily agreed to abandon our hideout. As we trudged home, soaked and shaken, we vowed never to return to our secret sanctuary in the dark, haunted by the mystery of the open door and the unsettling presence that disrupted our tranquil haven, an enigma that remains unsolved to this day. Forest Whispers, The Haunting Structure. In the haze of my early 20s, a trifecta of friends defined my world: myself, Robert, and Harold. Our routine was mundane, consisting of leisurely strolls through the neighboring forest, fueled by conversations and random explorations. However, one evening, Robert shattered the monotony by sharing a spine-chilling tale about an abandoned building hidden along a trail in a woody enclave nearby. The mystery intrigued me, and soon, the three of us were conspiring to unveil the secrets concealed within its decaying walls. As the clock struck 5, with twilight casting eerie shadows, Robert arrived at my doorstep, his eyes gleaming with a mix of excitement and trepidation. The building, he divulged, sat at the end of an inconspicuous trail, its ominous presence untouched by the curious. Fueling our enthusiasm, we called Harold, who eagerly joined the venture. By 5 o'clock, we were ready, equipped with flashlights and snacks, embarking on a journey that promised both thrill and uncertainty. Parking our car near a local grocery store, we strolled toward the edge of the woods. The trail, purportedly leading to a lookout point, stretched for half a mile. Beyond it, nestled within the forest's heart, lay the enigmatic structure. Doubts began to creep in as we encountered fellow wanderers along the path. Was this a prank? The trail seemed too well-trodden for such a secret to exist. Nevertheless, we persisted, reaching the lookout just as the sun dipped below the horizon. The forest embraced us in darkness as we ventured beyond the familiar territory. 15 minutes in, frustration replaced excitement. The dense foliage offered no hints of the hidden building. "Is this a joke, Robert?" Harold's voice dripped with irritation. Robert reassured us, but our skepticism persisted until a rustling bush caught our attention. Flashlights darted toward the disturbance, revealing a decaying structure in the distance. Renewed excitement surged through us as we approached the peculiar building. Its incongruity with the forest heightened our sense of unease. The wooden front door lay discarded, and as we stepped inside, a putrid stench assaulted our senses. Undeterred, we explored the 3 rooms on the first floor, each revealing remnants of a forgotten past. The smell intensified near a closed door in the hallway. Robert hesitated, his shirt pressed against his nose, suggesting a retreat. Ignoring him, I approached the door, while Harold entered the adjacent room. A blood-curdling scream shattered the silence, resonating through the building. Panic gripped us as thuds echoed from behind the third door. We fled, gasping for breath, haunted by the inexplicable horror within. What just happened? Robert's breathless question hung in the air. Harold, visibly traumatized, claimed to have seen a lifeless body. Fear fueled our escape, convinced that someone lurked in the shadows. Back at the car, we sped toward the police station, our minds racing with the horrors we'd witnessed. The officers displayed skepticism, their eyes betraying annoyance. Yet, they dispatched a team to investigate. Hours later, our patience wore thin as we awaited news outside the police station. Finally, a call summoned us back inside, where the gravity of our encounter unfolded. Blood traces were found, but the body remained elusive. Weeks later, the unsettling truth emerged. The body, likely the one Harold had glimpsed, lay haphazardly buried in proximity to the abandoned building. A shiver ran down my spine, knowing how close we had been to a murderer. The case, a tapestry of horror and mystery, unfolded with no clear resolution. To this day, the memory lingers, a chilling reminder of the thin veil between curiosity and danger. Labyrinth of Shadows, a journey into Detroit's haunting past. In the heart of Detroit, Michigan, a city steeped in the haunting echoes of abandonment, I found solace in the vast, decaying remnants of forgotten buildings. The sprawling desolation, a testament to a bygone era, surrounded me, and the allure of these neglected structures became an intrinsic part of my adolescence. Growing up in towns overshadowed by worn-down relics, I became accustomed to the melancholy embrace of abandoned buildings. The stories whispered by their decaying walls fascinated me, and it was in the midst of this eerie landscape that my friend, whom I'll call Stephen, and I, embarked on explorations that would forever alter the course of our lives. Our middle school years marked the genesis of our fascination with the mysterious tales concealed within these forsaken havens. Amidst the urban decay, Stephen and I, driven by an insatiable curiosity, ventured into the depths of Detroit's abandoned neighborhoods. While our escapades bore the weight of potential danger, the thrill of uncovering forgotten stories and unraveling the enigma of each decaying structure rendered us oblivious to the risks. Our journey into the unknown, however, took an unexpected and chilling turn. Navigating the cracked cement road toward familiar abandoned homes, the boundaries of our curiosity expanded beyond the realms we had previously explored. The concrete path, usually a brief interlude between forgotten homes, unfolded before us, leading to an uncharted territory. Minutes stretched into an eerie passage of time, and the absence of other homes in sight cast an unsettling shadow over our exploration. Undeterred, we followed a faint gravel trail, shrouded by the looming canopy of trees, a gateway into a realm untouched by the light of the sun. After a brief sojourn, we stumbled upon an anomalous townhouse, its windows boarded up, and the front door sealed. A small opening beneath the slightly raised garage door beckoned us inside, its mysterious allure impossible to resist. Stephen, testing its stability, banged on the metal door before we both squeezed under. The garage, eerily devoid of life, led to a door barricaded by a massive dresser, an unexpected obstacle in our quest for exploration. Confusion morphed into determination as we forced the door open, revealing a surprisingly clean interior that seemed to defy the dilapidation that surrounded it. The footprints scattered across the dusty wooden floors hinted at prior visitors, leaving behind the ethereal imprint of their presence. As we cautiously traversed the hallways, a soft, unexplained bang echoed through the house, freezing us in our tracks. An unsettling anxiety gripped me, and the option of retreat became an enticing beacon. The front door, our potential escape route, beckoned, but before we could make a move, a sudden metallic scraping sound reverberated through the house, sending shivers down our spines. This ominous prelude culminated in a thunderous crash emanating from the garage. Panic seized us, and with adrenaline coursing through our veins, we sprinted back through the desolate hallways. The once open garage door, now fully sealed, served as a haunting reminder of the mysterious trap that had ensnared us. Fear etched across our faces, we raced to escape the enigma that had unfolded within the forsaken townhouse, leaving behind questions that echoed in the recesses of our minds. Back on the overgrown path, uncertainty hung heavy in the air. Stephen dismissed the incident as a mere coincidence, a random occurrence in the desolate landscape we had chosen to explore. However, my instincts whispered a darker truth. The deliberate placement of the dresser, the non-functional garage left ajar, it felt orchestrated, as if someone had carefully crafted a trap to ensnare unsuspecting explorers. Whether they believed we were still within the confines of the mysterious house or intended to terrify us with their malevolent game, we dared not return. From that fateful day forward, our explorations confined themselves to the outskirts, avoiding the impenetrable depths of the forest that concealed secrets too ominous to fathom. The encounter left an indelible mark on our young minds, a stark reminder of the hidden perils that lurk within Detroit's abandoned embrace, waiting to ensnare those who dared to unlock the mysteries of its forgotten past.